Prabhupada Mahams Prabhupada Sman Giri Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnuvan Lilakrishnadas Siddhant Satsati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Grantarashram Bhagavatam Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Pramanande Sukham Andriyakam Daitya Deha Yogena Dehinam Sarvatra Labhyate Daivat Yatha Dukham Yathanyata
Indriyakam Detya Deha Yogena Dehinam Sarvatra Labhyate Devyat Yatha Dukham Atyanayat
Sukham Andriyakam Daitya Deha Yogena Dehinam Sarvatra Labhyate Daivat Yatha Dukham Ayatanaha
Sukham happiness Indriyakam with reference to material senses. Daitya, oh my friend, oh my dear friend, born in demoniac families. Deha Yogena, because of possessing a particular type of material body. Dehina, of all embodied living entities. Sarvatra, everywhere, in any form of life. Labhyate, is obtainable. Daivat, by the superior arrangement. Yatha, just as. Dukham, unhappiness. Ayatnataha, without endeavor. Translation and purpose by Divine Grace is Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srilaprabhupada. Srilaprabhupada ki Jai. Prahlad Maharaj continued, my dear friends, born of demoniac family, the happiness perceived with reference to the sense object by contact with the body can be obtained in any form of life, according to one's past fruitive activities. Such happiness is automatically obtained without endeavor, just as we obtain distress. Purport. In the material world, in any form of life, there is some so-called happiness and so-called distress. No one invites distress in order to suffer, but still it comes. Similarly, even if we do not endeavor to obtain the advantage of material happiness, we shall obtain them automatically. This happiness and distress are obtainable in any form of life without endeavor. Thus, there is no need to waste time and energy fighting against distress or working very hard for happiness. Our only business is in this human form of life should be to revive our relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become qualified to return home back to Godhead. Material happiness and distress comes as soon as we accept a material body, regardless of what form. We cannot avoid such happiness and distress under any circumstances. The best use of human life, therefore, lies in reviving our relationship with the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshu Janmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Charani Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vasyate Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Srivasadi Gaur Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, other day we heard up to Hiranyakashipu called his son Prahlad, and he wanted to know from Prahlad what is the best thing that he had learned. He said, Tat sadhu manne asurvaryadehinam sada samudve asatgrahaya hitvat apatam grih andhakupam banam gato yad harimasrayeta. Fourth thing he said. First thing, he addressed him as asurvaryadehinam, best among the asuras. Then he said, in this material world, everybody is distressed. The mind and intelligence is always perturbed. Sada samud udigna dhiya. Udigna means disturbance. There is always disturbance in our mind. Constantly, always and constantly. Sada, sam. These two words I mean. Sada means always and sam means constantly. Udigna dhiya, disturbed. Mind is very disturbed. Then, what should we do? Hitvat apatam grih andhakupam. The household life where there is no Hari Bhakti, that is compared with andhakupam or blind well, or the well, dried well which has no water. And then fourth thing, what should one do? Harimasrayeta. Varamagato yad harimasrayeta. You take shelter of Lord Hari by going to the forest. Anybody remember what Prabhupada said about which forest? In the translation itself, Prabhupada said, Vrindavan. Vrindavan forest. Alright, so we'll start from there. So after Hiranyakashipu heard this thing, Trutva putra griho daitya parapaksha samahita jahasa buddhibalanam viddhate parabuddhivi. After hearing this instruction, he wanted to know what is the best thing. Actually, Prahlad Maharaj spoke to him the best thing. But Hiranyakashipu thought he is a small child. He said, Srutva putra giro daitya parapaksha samahita jahasa buddhibalanam. He thought he is a small boy. What is he talking about? What is he talking? And what he said? Parapaksha samahita. Parapaksha means opposite side. So Vishnu is opposite side of demon. So Prahlad said, Hitvat apatam grihan banam gotoyad harimasreta. Hari. So Hari is the parapaksha. Right? So after hearing the talk about Hari, he is saying, he simply laughed that he is a small boy and he must have picked up from somewhere. Because a small boy can talk anything, anytime. People, they don't take seriously. Even they write things sometimes, a small boy, they say, bacha hai, koi baat nahi. Leave him alone. He is a small child. Even they do bad thing. I have seen the small boy, they abuse elder person. Right? And the parents, they are so attached and blind. And instead of trying to correct this idea, oh, please forgive, bacha hai, koi baat nahi, small boy. So people, they don't take seriously, but you must know, the small kids, the Paramatma is there in their heart. So as in our heart. So many a time, a small kid can speak the truth. So we should not ignore. The birth of Bali and Sugriv. One day, one day, the Ahilya's husband, Gautam Rishi was going to take bath. It was month of April, May, the summer season. So he was going to take bath, and he had 2 sons and 1 daughter. Daughter was Anjani. So daughter was a little grown up, maybe 4, 5, 6 year old, 7 year old, and the kids were like 2 year or 3 year old. So he got both sons on his shoulder, and he hold the hand of the girl, and he was walking, going to take bath. Now due to heat, the ground was very hot. So she was feeling uncomfortable. So she simply said, I am your daughter. I am your daughter. मैं आपकी पुत्री हूँ पिताजी. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times he said. Then Gautam Rishi thought, does it mean that they are not my son? She said, मैं आपकी पुत्री हूँ. If she would have said, I am also your daughter, along with them, that was a different thing. But she said, I am your daughter. I am daughter means they are not your son. That's what she was trying to say. And Gautam Rishi understood this thing. Something going on wrong here. So when he went on the bank of Ganga, then he put the boy in water, in Ganga water, and say, my dear mother Ganga, you have come to purify the whole world. I am now offering these 2 sons to you. If they are my son, they will come out as my son. If they are not my son, they will come like monkey. So after some time, they came like monkey. And that was the birth of Bali and Sugriv. Now they are the son of Indra and sun god. Indra and sun god, they came together and they cheated, Gautami, Ahilya, Gautam's wife, Ahilya. So he was very surprised, and after taking bath, he sat down in meditation. He was a great Gautam Rishi, great personality. And he understood everything, what had happened. He was surprised that how come they are not my son? How did Ahilya is one of the, chaste lady. How this kind of thing happened? Then he understood that how she was cheated. So he was feeling bad for Ahilya. And then he came back home. When he came back home, so mother, somehow or other, they have this natural tendency. They are inclined to the son. And father is inclined to daughters. That's natural. So she saw, Ahilya saw Anjani. Ahilya saw these 2 monkeys. But she didn't see her son. So she asked Gautam Rishi, where are my son? And Gautam said, they are your son here. And she thought, he must be joking. What are you talking? You just brought 2 monkeys and think they are my son. He said, yes, they are your son. And then he related the whole thing. Yeah, please come forward. Whoever comes late, let them sit backside. But why should you be late? Sit down, come this side also. Enough place. Yes. So what we are talking?
The two sons, the monkeys and Ahilya, the mother was asking, where are my two sons?
I went one step ahead. I want you to be attentive. He related whole incident, what happened. When he related whole incident, and when Ahilya came to know that Anjani is the one who told this thing, she said, I am your daughter. So she created the doubt in his mind, and that's why he put the son in Ganga. So Ahilya got so angry and she cursed Anjani that today, due to you, my sons became monkey. Now I curse you that you will also get a son who will be monkey. That's Hanuman. That was due to curse. And after, when Gautam Rishi couldn't believe that she can curse her own daughter. She tried to hide her sin. I mean, he knew that it's not her fault. It's not her fault. She was cheated. And instead of asking how all these things happened, Gautam could have explained. But she got so angry. In anger, usually you do wrong thing. Nobody so far had done right thing in anger. Only Arjun did right thing in anger. He win the Mahabharata. Only Hanuman did right thing in anger. He burned whole Lanka. So this kind of anger is good. Otherwise, anger does not bring any good. So anyway, when he saw this situation that she's cursing her own daughter, then he thought she's stone-hearted. She has no heart left. She cursed her own daughter, and then he cursed her to become a stone. Then he cursed her. So I was saying that sometimes the small kid, when they say, we should just not ridicule it or ignore it. A small child, no problem. Rather, small children, they are very pure. When they are born, a small child, we say, Gopalji aa gaye. A small boy, they say, considered like God, a small boy. So, the girl till 12 years of age and the boy till 15 years of age, they are to be pure. And there, whatever they say, one should consider, not that you accept everything. Nowadays the boys and girls are so clever, even 6-year-old kids, they start cheating parents, by lying, and I'm not telling two of you. But yes, this is what happening, right? I'm talking, So here Hiranyakashipu is Jahasa, he simply laughed. Buddhi balan vidyate par buddhi bhi. By seeing that how his brain is polluted, that he is talking about my enemy. And then he looked at the two sons of Sukracharya, Sanda and Amarka, who are the teacher. And then he asked them, what are you teaching? Take him, teach a proper thing. Don't teach all this nonsense about Vishnu Bhakti and Vishnu. So they were trembling, they didn't know, they thought we are going to be punished. But anyway, when they said, take Prahlad and teach him proper thing. So they took Prahlad, and after bringing Prahlad, the first thing was in their mind to find out where from he heard all these things. They wanted to know. Then they asked him so nicely, Bhasta Prahlad Bhadram se Satyam Katham Mamrisa. My dear child Prahlad, please tell us the truth. Satyam kathaya. Please speak truth. Ma amrisa. Don't lie. The children can also lie. Not that they do not lie. Especially if the child tells about somebody else, he tells the truth. About himself, he lies. Krishna ate dirt, right? And her mother Yashoda asked, did you eat dirt? He said, no. He ate butter. And he asked, did you eat butter? No. This is children habit. Therefore he said, Satyam kathaya mamrisa. Baranati kutah tubhema buddhi vipareya. You are simply a small child. How come you got, the opposite brain to talk about the enemy of your father? Buddhi bheda prakrita utahote sauto bhagat bhakshatam sotu kamanam grunam krunandala. Then after hearing this word, that here it's word, Narad Muni said, Srutu kamanam. They were eager to hear. That where from he heard it, all these things. Then Prahlad Maharaj tells that this kind of word, what I have just spoken, is not, it's not to be understood by someone who is engaged in sense gratification. So one who is engaged in sense gratification, first of all, if you speak about Krishna consciousness, they will not understand. Or even sometimes they will understand, they will not accept it, or they will not practice. So Prahlad Maharaj said, it's not easy. Swaha parascha eta asadgraha. One who is always busy in saying, this is mine, this is yours. Swa para. Swa means mine, para means others. This is your aham mameti, me and mine. One who is always engaged, and asat graha. One who is not truthful in his life. Pumsam yanmaya krita. They are servant of Maya. Vimohita dhiya drishyatasmai bhagavate namaha. They all are confused in this material world or covered by Maya. And whose Maya is that? Krishna. Then said, I offer my respectful obeisance to Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose Maya has covered the mind of this kind, all of yours. So Prahlad was very bold. So here we learn, devotee of the Lord in preaching should be bold, not be afraid. So he is speaking that you all are nonsense. You are in Maya. You are in Maya, how will you understand what I am talking? If you want to understand, then you take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. So like that he spoke. And after he spoke, then they got really angry. A small kid trying to teach their teacher. Anyway, from a small child, nobody likes to hear. Even a small child says something that, oh, you're trying to teach me? That's what. So they got angry, said. Then they are asking other boy, the other Prahlad classmate, Anyata amare betraha asmakam yam asaskaraha kulangaraha durbudhe chaturtho shoditah dama. He said, he asked for other boy, oh boy, go and bring the stick. Earlier, the teacher used to have a stick. Right? You all know in India, yes. They had a stick and we got so many a stick. And now, kiddies, you have your teacher has a stick in the hand. If the teacher has a stick, they will have a gun in their hand. Here in America, right? Yes. Nobody can have a stick. No. They cannot even show their stick, otherwise child abuse. I mean, we got beaten, I got beaten here and here, both places. We with a green stick, bamboo stick. So earlier there was, teacher used to come, and the teacher had to have a stick. This is also a stick. The finger, this finger is also a stick. So if you have to warn somebody, you warn this thing. This is stick. So here he said, Aniyata amare vetraha, O son of the demon, bring the betraha, the stick. And I want to teach this rascal Prahlad, Kulangara. What is in English of Kulangara? कुल जो पूरे खानदान को जला डाले,
कुल का नाश करने वाला, कुल का नाश करने वाला।
I know that, लेकिन उसका अंग्रेजी बताओ ना मुझे।
ऐसा उसका
Any Kulangara, just one who gives bad name to the dynasty. Kulangara, Durbuddhi, he lost all his brain. I am going to teach him Chaturtho Shodito Damaha. There is Sam, Dam, Bhoy, Bhed and Danda. Right? So Chaturtha means Danda. I'm going to teach him a lesson by beating him. And then he explained, they said, Daita Chandana Bane Jato Yam Kantakadrutam. They are considering the demoniac family as Chandan Ban, the forest of sandalwood, right? Chandan Ban. And this Prahlad is like, thorny plant, like babul, sometimes which is thrown. So this is one example they gave. Means he does not belong to this high class family. And then he said, look at this fellow. Vishnu is like axe, and Prahlad became the stick in the axe to destroy the whole demoniac family. So he must be punished. Then Prahlad thought there is no use of, telling or arguing with them. They will not understand what I have to say. Then Prahlad started repeating whatever they were saying. Although he didn't consider the best, but what can he do? The way he was treated. Fortunately, there are no CPO those days. Called CPO, no? Child Protection Office. CPO. There are no CPO that time, so he could not go to complain. Here in America, they call 100 number. They call the children. Some number is there, no? 911. They call to the police. But that was not in that time. So Prahlad, he was learning everything. And anybody who is serving Krishna or a devotee of the Lord, they are sharp, they are very intelligent. Jai Krishna bhaje, sei bada chatur. We have seen our kids, they stand first in the class because their time is not wasted in nonsense here, there. They are studying nicely, they have nice habit, go to sleep on time, get up on time, eat Krishna Prasad like that. So they are fertile brain. And Prahlad was devotee from birth, so they are very intelligent. So whatever the teacher were teaching, in one shot, he was memorizing everything. And he was repeating same thing. So the teacher thought, oh, very nice. So they were teaching him Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama. These three things. How to earn money. And they were teaching same thing what is teaching going on in today's school and college. Earn money, for sense gratification. That was teaching. So they got everything. Prahlad really memorized everything. So now they are very happy. The teachers were very happy and they sent a message to Hiranyakashipu this time. They sent the message that we have taught Prahlad is best of all the boys. He is the first in his class. He memorized everything. He learned everything. So Hiranyakashipu was happy to that, okay, now his brain is clean, his brain is washed. So he invited again. And this time he made him again sit very nicely on his lap. And he asked him, Prahlad, Nuchyatam tat shruditam kinchit uttama. Kinchit uttama. My dear son Prahlad, please tell something which is the best. In earlier, he asked, Mannate sadhu yad bhavan. What is the best thing you want? Sadhu. What is the best thing? And here say uttam. Topmost of the best thing. Good, better, best. Okay. Earlier he asked good thing, now he asked for best thing. What is the best thing you have learned? He said uttama. And then after hearing that, Prahlad starts preaching. Sravanam kirtanam vishnu smaranam pada sevanam archanam bandhanam dasyam sakyam atmanivedanam iti punsarpitaha vishnu bhaktischa navalakshana kriyate bhagavata yattadvaha tanmannate adhi uttama. You wanted to know uttam thing now, my dear father? He talks about Navdha Bhakti. And he said, if he performed this thing, when Hiranyakashipu heard Sravanam Kirtanam, he was happy. That he is going to talk about Sravanam Kirtanam Hiranyakashipu. So he was happy. But Sravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu. As soon as he heard Vishnu name, he got current in his body. And he got so angry. And he did not only stop there. After Navdha Bhakti, he said, these are these 9 symptoms of devotional service. This is 9 ways you can please Vishnu. And if somebody does any of these things, kriyate bhagavata yadavadhaha, one can purchase Lord Vishnu by any of this. So we are so fortunate that we have all these 9 processes Prabhupada given. Sravanam, we are hearing. Kirtanam, by chanting, worshipping, remembering, like that, and ultimately surrendering everything to Krishna, Vishnu. Manasa deha geha je kichu mor, arapiru tua pade nanda kishore. So offer everything. So we are taught by Srila Prabhupada that before we use anything, first we offer to Krishna. Offer everything means, like first, okay, you got a new house. So this is our Vedic culture. When anybody will get new house, and before going to house, they have Griha Pravesh, there's some puja, right? And then you bring different object in the house. That also we should offer. We were taught, I don't know whether I have mentioned this, in 70s, like when I was temple commander in Juhu, even the broom I used to buy to clean the temple, first we offer to Krishna. Even the duster we bought for cleaning, we offer to Krishna. The cloth, is meant for us, whether for ladies, sari, for us, dhoti, kurta, we offer to Krishna. Krishna is not going to take. He just wants to see your emotion, your bhavana. Are you greedy? Are you selfish? Or you want to, give to person whom it belongs? Just like a small child. Father will give some chocolate and then he says, come on, give me one. Right? And when child gives, father, oh, very nice, very happy. Father is not going to eat, again he is going to give back. But if you don't give, you rascal, so selfish boy. That's what father will say. So same way, if you give to Krishna, Krishna becomes very happy. That's why Prahlad said, kriyate bhagavata yadhaha. A person can purchase. This is the price. This Navdha Bhakti, 9 devotional service, is the price to purchase Krishna. Krishna can be your property by Sravanam by hearing Harikatha. Kirtanam by chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And any of the processes, it can make your life perfect. We have known from scripture that how the devotee, they have gone back home, back to Godhead. They have purchased Krishna simply by one of the process, like Sravanam. Parikshit Maharaj, he heard and he got delivered. Kirtanam, Sukadeva Goswami is a living example of Kirtanam. He chanted Bhagavatam. Vishnu Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj himself, Vishnu Smaranam. Padasevanam, Lakshmi ji. Archanam, Prithu Maharaj. Bandhanam, Akrur, when we were taking Krishna. He saw Krishna in Jamuna also and outside also. Dasyam, Hanuman. Sakhyam, Arjun, another. And Atmanivedanam, Bali Maharaj. So this is the way to purchase Krishna. Now, when Hiranyakashipu heard this thing, then Sukadeva Goswami saying, Nisamyaha etat tasruta bacho Hiranyakashipu tada. Now Hiranyakashipu heard this thing. I think I mentioned the word Nisamya earlier. Nisamya, wherever Bhagavatam, there many places the word will come Nisamya. Nisamya means hearing, understanding, and knowing the outcome. And they are ready to earn. So whenever somebody says to us anything, we should always first give patient hearing. First you hear, then understand why is he saying. What will be the outcome of this before reacting? What do we do? If somebody say, boom, immediately we like to answer. Especially for the kids, nowadays the kids, they answer back in no time. In our time, we never answer our father, mother. Not that we are doing samya, not that we are out of fear we didn't do. That if he replies, then we'll get slapped. But now, so intelligent kids are one, or intelligent person is one. After hearing, he try to understand what does it mean by saying. Does it have a meaning? Contemplate everything and then do the right thing. So Hiranyakashipu nisamya tas sutah bacho, whatever his son Prahlad said, he understood that if Prahlad is left like that, then he is going to destroy my whole dynasty. And thus he became so angry. Guru putra ubacha deham rusha prasurpita prasfurita adhara. His lips were trembling and he addressed the two sons of Guru Putra, Sanda and Amarka. Sanda and Amarka took Prahlad that they are going to get some prize now. Because they have taught him nicely and now he is going to get prize. But Prahlad destroyed all their emotion. Sab gadbad ho gaya. And now Hiranyakashipu is so angry and he abusing these two sons, that Brahma Bandhu, like he's turning his teeth, He's so angry, he said, Brahma Bandhu. The Brahma Bandhu means one who had taken birth in Brahman family, but he is not doing the job of Brahman. So Brahmana means truthful. So indirectly saying, you all are a liar. You said my son had learned everything, and look what he has learned, what he has taught. He said, Brahma Bandhu, kim etat vibhaksha sreta asata. He said, what nonsense is he talking? He said, asata, useless talk he is talking, nonsense talk he is talking. Because he is talking about opposition side, vibhaksha. Asaram gahito balam mam anadrita durmate. He said, you all are rascal. You are supposed to be teacher, but you are a cheater. This is what you have taught. This is what you have taught, that anadara, anadritya. He is disobeying me, and he is saying somebody else is, the supreme. Then he said, I have never seen so ungrateful people like you. I am maintaining you guys, and after all you are a Brahman. So, and you are teaching my son about Vishnu. Santihi asadhavo loke durmay chadma vesinaha. You are a chadma vesi. You are in disguise. I thought you are, my follower. Tesam udit agham kale roga pataki namiva. If there is a disease, like in your hand, if the disease is there, and it is growing, then it's better to cut the hand. And this way, Hiranyakashipu decided that he made up his mind that this teacher, they are rascal, they have taught him about Vishnu, and he going to destroy my kingdom, my whole empire. The best thing that get rid of him. So anyway, when he was talking like this, and Hiranyakashipu and then Prahlad, this Guru Putra, these two sons of Sukracharya, Sandak and Amarka, now they were trembling and they had folded hand. And what they said, I'll just explain this and then I'll go in short way. Namatta pranitam napara pranitam suto badas satavendra satru naisarga kiyamatirasya rajan niyag chamanyu kadadasmanaha. No matta pranita. Oh my dear king, my lord. No matta pranita. We are not at Prahlad. What are you talking about? They were honest. They were not knowing about Vishnu. They are not knowing about Krishna consciousness. So very question of them preaching. I mean, if anybody wants to preach somebody, then he has to be Krishna conscious. Like us, whatever we read from Bhagavad-gita, Bhagavatam, we go out and preach. Somebody do not know what he will preach. So they were truthful. They said, Namatta aparita. We have not taught him all these things. That's all right. Then maybe somebody else has come in your school. Say, no para pranita. No, our security department is first class. Airtight security we have. Nobody can enter. No HareKrishna devotee can come inside. Our devotee sometime go in school, college preaching. College preaching. So they said, na patta, na para pranitam. Nobody has. Then, how did Prahlad learn all these things? Where from? Suto badati esa tavendra satru, O Indra satru, O Maharaj Hiranyakashipu. We have not taught, not from anybody else. Then where from he learned? And said, Naisargakiya matirasya rajan. My dear king, this Prahlad has this kind of brain from childhood, which is true. They spoke the truth, this one. I mean, everything they spoke is truth. Namatta aparanita is also right. Because they didn't know anything. Napara aparanita, nobody came to teach. That is also right. Nasargikiya matirasya rajan. He had this kind of brain from very childhood. So he said, Manyum kadada asmanaha. So my dear Lord, please don't chastise us. It's not our fault. We have not done anything. Then after hearing this thing, Prahlad was there. Gurunaya pratiprokta bhuya aha sura sutam nacheda gurumukhiyam te kuto abhadra satimati. Then Hiranyakashipu asked, Alright, if you are saying that he has not heard from you, nobody has commented out, then how did his brain got so polluted? How he got so polluted brain? And they had no answer to say. Then Prahlad started speaking. Matirna Krishne parato sato va mito vipabde griha vratanam adanta gobhira visatam tamisram punaschar vitacharvananam. He said, people who are too much involved in household affairs, people who are too much in sense gratification, how will they understand this? Mati na Krishna parato sotova. Their mind is only engaged in this is mine and this is yours. Their mind is not engaged in Krishna. Mati na Krishna parato sotova. How will they understand? They are too busy in charvit charananam. They are too busy in chewing the chew. Charvit charananam. Grandfather thought, if I do all these things, I'll be happy. He was not happy, he died. Father thought, if I do all these things, I'll be happy. He is also not happy. I am thinking same thing. If I go to school, college, I get first class degree, I'll be happy. I am also not happy. So this is called chewing the chew. I mean, you go to change your direction. I mean, your whole dynasty is not happy. And why do you want to go in the same line? Take some other line. Find out some other place. Then, nate vidu swartakati. Anyway, so this way he went on talking. So as if Hiranyakashipu asked me, alright, then how is it possible to get a brain like you? Then he said, Mahi yasam padarajo visekam nishkinchananam nabrini yavat. He said, it is only possible if you get the dust. Mahiyasa padarajo abhisekam. If you get the dust from the lotus feet of Nishkinchananam, means a pure devotee. If you get the dust of pure devotee and Raja Abhiseka, take bath, Abhisek, like we had studied Abhisek. Take bath with the dust of pure devotee lotus feet. In bhakti, there are three strengths. Bhakta pada dhulijar, Bhakta pada jal, Bhakta bhukta avases, teen mahabhal. In our devotional service, all devotees must know that there are three strengths in our devotee. Kya? Bhakta pada dhuli, the dust from lotus feet of devotee. Bhakta pada jal and charanamrit. Bhakta bhukta avases. When Krishna eats something, it becomes prasad. And when Gurudev eats this, it becomes Mahaprasad. Now other devotee takes it, Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad. So these are the three potent things to strengthen our devotion. So we should always remember. And out of that, the Raja from the dust of Nishkinchananam, means pure devotee, is more powerful. In Braj, people they go and they are hankering for Braj Raj. Braj Raj. In Jagannath Puri, when you go, so you must take prasadam. Jagannath Puri is famous for prasad. Eat up to here, no problem. You go Mayapur, you chant and dance. That is for Kirtan. But when you go Braj, then you must take the dust of Braj. Braj Raj. So he said, this is the only thing. Then after, when Hiranyakashipu heard this thing, Prahlad was sitting there and his, thigh was burning. As Prahlad, because he was talking about Vishnu. He was preaching to his father. It's not bad. This we should learn from here. If a daughter become Krishna conscious, first thing you go and make your family member devotee. Charity begins at home. First you make them devotee. and then you go out. Of course, it is hard. Family member, they don't take it easily. Prabhupada said, yes, we should do, but I could not make. I made so many boys and girly devotees, but I could not. I failed in my family life. I could not make my wife devotee or sons devotee. Prabhupada had 3 sons, none of them become devotee. So anyway, so he started preaching to his father, and Prahlad was talking everything against. So if anybody talks against our desire, then what happens? We become angry. And what does anger does? Your whole body become hot, right? You start flaming out. So Hiranyakashipu was flaming, and he took Prahlad and threw him down. And he said, this rascal, he is worshipping Vishnu. He telling me to worship Vishnu. This is Vishnu, I am me bhratiro, bhratriha. The Vishnu is one who killed my brother. And he is taking side of my enemy. He is my son. He has become my son. He must be, favored by the enemies. So, he is my enemy. And therefore, he said, even he is my son, but he should be killed. So, Hiranyakashipu, tried to kill Prahlad. And you all know, I will not go sloka by sloka. There are many ways. Tried to throw him in the ocean. He was saved. Vishnu protected him. Mare Krishna rakhe ke, rakhe Krishna mare ke. And he was put under the elephant feet to crush him. Nothing happened. Snake bite. Nothing happened. Hiranyakashipu tried everything. And all his, followers, they tried to kill Prahlad in different way. Even his own sister, Holika, tried to kill him. Nothing happened. And they all came and said, no, we could not do anything. We tried our best. Then finally, Hiranyakashipu asked his good wife, Kayadhu, to give halahal jahar. And nowadays, in chemical composition, you can say potassium cyanide. He asked Kayadhu to give potassium cyanide. She said, but how can I do? He is my son. I am mother. This word, Mata and Pita, you must know it is very significant. Mata means, had 2 words, Ma and Ta. Ma means not, and Ta means tap or distress. If you have Mata in your home, then you will have no distress. And Pita, Pivati Tapa iti Pita. One who will take all the trouble, but he will not let his son feel any trouble. He pivati, he will drink tapa, unhappiness or distress or trouble. We have seen father, they want to see that their son have a new cloth. They may have the torn cloth, old cloth. They may not have studied as much as they want their son to go to America to study. Now Indians are thinking. One of my donor, he was saying that I sent my son to America to study, but I sent him and I lost him. Because he came and got married to American girl. So he said, I lost him now. So anyway, I'm saying that the father always wants his son to be greater than him. And for that, he ready to tolerate all inconveniences. That's the Pita. So see the culture, even Hiranyakashipu was a demon. He could have killed Prahlad. He could have tried to kill Prahlad, but no. He told all his soldiers to kill Prahlad. They could not do. So all the Daitya to kill Prahlad, they could not do. He asked his sister to kill Prahlad. She could not do. Now he is asking your wife. Somebody said, why don't you do it? If you are today, mother will say, why are you asking me, why don't you do it? So he asked Kayadhu, Prahlad's mother, to do, and said, how can I do this thing? They are saying, पुत्र को पुत्र हो सकता है, लेकिन माता को माता नहीं होती है. How can I do this thing? I'll be giving, bad name to mother of the world. That this mother has killed her own son. And, she was just trembling. And HareKrishna said, just remember, your relations, Prahlad came after, I am the first one. You got married to me, right? So I have first right, Prahlad second right. I am your husband. So wife means you should follow your husband. Well, poor lady, she agreed to follow. So she had halal zahar, potassium cyanide in her hand to be given to Prahlad. She was trembling. And Prahlad asked her mother, what happened? Why are you trembling? Have I done anything wrong? Terrible something? Then Kayadhu told everything, what happened. She didn't want it to be blamed tomorrow. So she told everything what happened, that my dear son, I am helpless, your father has order and I have to do this thing. So Prahlad simply laughed. He said, mother, what are you talking about? You are my mother. Even this is a poison, but even poison is touched by mother's hand becomes nectar. That is the power of mother. Prahlad immediately he took that potassium cyanide and started drinking. And Kayadhu is, she fainted that now my son is gone. But no, we are touched by Kayadhu, by mother, and he got more energy by that poison. And when Kayadhu got up, she saw. Then Hiranyakashipu tried everything, even up to he got his wife. Now only thing was left is himself. And even he was a demon, still he didn't want it to kill. Look at the culture that time and look at the culture today. Prabhupada said the same people, the father, even the child who is not even born, the abortion. Such a low class, where the culture has gone and what was the culture now. The demon, even he didn't want to kill his own son. So he was very morose and he didn't know what to do. He was perplexed what to do. And then these two sons of, Sukracharya, they were there only, they were there, and then they saw Hiranyakashipu. Said, iti. In Sanskrit, the word iti means in the last, at the last. Iti tam chintaya kinchit malan sriya adhomukham. His face was down, adhomukham down, and he was very thoughtful. He was thinking, he was too much worried. Hiranyakashipu. Chintaya. Sama sanda amaraka asnau bibikta iti hovuchaha. Now when they saw, then they spoke. And they spoke, my dear Lord, why are you so much worried? You have too much stress. Please don't take a stress. We have something to say. All right? He said, please, you give one last chance. Give one last chance. Give Prahlad to us this time. Just give us last chance. Then, imam tu pasay varunasya badhya. Then Hiranyakashipu asked, what great you will do? Two chances were given to you. He said, no. This time please give a chance that we want to engage him in service of our father, Sukracharya. He said, imam tu pasai varunasya badhya nidhehi bhito na palayate yatha Buddhischa punsa bayasarya sevaya yavad gurur bhagavata bhargava agamishyati. So it appears that Shukracharya was not in ashram. He has gone outside. So he said, please give a last chance. But till he comes, agamishyati, till he comes, you must tie up Prahlad. Imam tu pasai varanosya badhya. Tie him with varun pass. Bhito no palayate yatha. Otherwise he'll run away somewhere. So tie him up. Because by serving Buddhist chapunso vayasa arya sevaya, by serving this is a lesson to learn here. By serving our elderly, respectable people, we will get first class brain. This was our Vedic culture. The children, they serve their grandparents, their parents. So especially all the kids here, youngster, you hear this one. This is very, very powerful. He said, Buddhist chapunso vayasa arya sevaya. If you serve your elderly, then you get first class brain, first class buddhi. Yavad Guru Bhargava. So please give one last chance and we will take Prahlad and we will engage him in direct service of Guru. And when he serves the great personality, then he will get first class brain. So this is our Vedic culture, that we must serve elderly people. If you serve your elderly person, then when you become old, then your children will serve you. They will listen to you. So this is the secret of success in our Krishna consciousness. We must serve our seniors, Guru, other Vaishnavas who are the senior. We should serve Arya. It says the Vayasa Arya. Not only Vayasa, not only elderly, but Arya. One who is exemplary. Not that a person who is eating meat and taking drug and you start serving him. So, okay, you can serve him, but in different way. Try to help him out to get out of the being dragatic or eating meat or wine and all these things. That is also service. But here it is saying service, there are two kinds of service. One is called Bapu Seva and other is called Bani Seva. So both way. So this is the, first class atonement, first class medicine or tonic for our advancement in Krishna consciousness. And that is serving our superior. So this way they took Prahlad. And then next day they took Prahlad in ashram. And next day all the boys they came. They came to school. And then they were teaching. But after some time they had to go out for some household work. Maybe their wife told to get something from market, some sabji or something. So they had to go to market. That was happening those days. Nowadays, you have to be there in school, right? But earlier. And if you have, I don't know if any of you, in your class, if some boy is very intelligent, and teacher will say, all right, you take the class today. Anybody experience? I did many times. My teacher will go and say, all right, today you take class. Or they will send to, if I am class 10th, they will tell me to go and teach class 8th or 9th. Have you all done any time? Anybody?
Yes.
I did. I used to regularly do. Especially my mathematics teacher always tells me, come and go and do this thing. So this teacher, they went for some household work. And so when there is no teacher for the boy, that is very good. Now time to play. So all the boys, they wanted to go to play. But Prahlad was one who didn't want to go play. So when the boy, they saw him, Prahlad doesn't want to go play, then they asked him, come on Prahlad, let's go to play. Come on, let's go to play. Teachers are not there. Prahlad said, come on, sit down here. So Prahlad was such a sweet boy, such a nice, well-behaved, caring for everybody. Whatever you are getting from house, you are distributing everybody. He had in this Gurukul, everybody was equal. Rich son or poor son, doesn't matter. So he said, okay, every time I go to play with you guys, why don't you listen to me this time? So they all sit down. And then Prahlad started teaching. Komara acharit pragno dharman bhagavataniya durlabham manusam deham janmam tadapi adhruvam arthadam yathahi purushas eha vishnu padopsarpanam yade samsara bhutanam priyam atmeswara spurit sukhendrekam daityam dehjogena dehinam sarvatra labhyate daivad yatha dukham yatnata tat prayasuna kartabhyo yadayayu parambaram. So he taught about the life. He said, what is this life meant for? This life meant for going back home, back to Godhead. So let us not waste this life in animalistic way in eating, sleeping, mating and defending. Everybody does. A dog is eating. Now a dog has better life here in America than in America. Dog eating, a hog is eating, any animals are eating. They are sleeping, they are having sex, and they have something to defend. And if we are also doing same thing, then how we are better than them? So this life is not Kaumar Acharit Pragno Dharman Bhagavataniha. This life is meant for becoming Krishna conscious, following the path of Krishna consciousness. Durlabho manusam janma. Out of many, many births, in the cycle of birth and death, we have obtained this rare human form of life. Tadapi adhruvam. Although it's a very important life you got, most rarest thing that we got it, but it is adhruvam. We do not know how long we are going to live. Sometime when a children start, Prahlad Maharaj says, Komar Acharet Pragno. Become devotee from childhood. Komar means when you are 5 years old. When you know otherwise to not walk naked, from that time you start practicing Krishna consciousness. In India they say, well, this is meant for the old people. Why you are doing, you are small, come on, go and enjoy, it's not time. Are everyone is old. Who is young? Anybody young here? Kiddies? Anybody young? Come on, answer my question. You are young?
Yeah.
How old are you?
16.
So you are older, na? How are you young? Right? You are old. You are 16-year-old. Realize this. You just told, na, 16 year. I asked how older you are, right? And you said 16. What about you next door?
Me?
Yeah?
I'm 16.
You are also 16. So you are in same class. 16-year-old class. See, I agree, old people die. I agree fully, old people die. But who is not old? Even 2 days old boy, he say, oh, my son is two days old. Or 2 months old. Also old. And therefore, you will see the death rate is 100%. Even 2 days old boy also dies. 2-year-old boy also died. So I 16 year. It's not that, somebody who cannot see, somebody who cannot walk, only they have to die. No. So we got to be careful. Prahlad is teaching such a valuable thing. Dharman bhagavataniha. We should start practicing Bhagavat Dharma. Bhagavat Dharma means preparation for going back home, back to Godhead. This is what Bhagavat Dharma teaches us. This material world is not a place for a gentleman. Nobody can be happy in this material world. This is Dukhalayam Saswatam. One who has created this material world, not us. He said this world is dukhalayam, full of his miseries. How you can be happy? So a sane person, an intelligent person should try to find out how to get out of this material world. How to get out from suffering. That is the job. Suppose if you fall down from 2 floor or 3 floor, or if there is fire in the house, not this house, but if there is fire in the house and if you are trapped in the fire, don't start trying to enjoy that or ask, how did the fire happen? How it happened? No! Try to find out how to get out of the fire. So we all are burning this material world in anxiety every day. We must know how to get out. One should know this life is meant only for yatahi purusa eha Vishnu pada upasarpanam. This life is meant for Vishnu pada upasarpanam. Sarpa means moving, going. And upasarpa, upa means near. So Vishnu pada upasarpanam. This life is meant for going near Vishnu or going back home, back to Godhead. Why? Because he is the Shuhdam, Priya Atmeswara Surid. He is in our heart. You know how much Krishna does for us in our heart? Just only 2 things you remember. We sleep every day, right? Kiddies? No, I am 16 years old, puch raha hu. You sleep every day? Who makes you sleep?
Who makes us sleep?
Yeah, who makes you sleep?
My parents.
और लोरी सुना करके
I sleep.
No, who makes you sleep? How did you get sleep? Does your parent have something in your pocket they give sleep? You understood how many sleep? Many people have no sleep, so they get take sleeping pill. You know that?
Yeah.
They don't get sleep. So who makes sleep? Okay, I'll answer you. I'll answer you. Somebody will say, well, I was working whole day, I got tired, so I went to sleep. Many people who are tired, they don't get sleep. Who wakes you up?
My parents.
Thank you for giving credit to your parents. Somebody said, I set up the alarm clock. Alarm clock. No. It's Krishna. It's Krishna who makes us sleep and Krishna who wakes us up. Therefore, before we go to sleep, we have prayed to Krishna that I am going, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. And when we get up, again we thank Krishna. Thank you, I'm okay. Everything is alright. Alright, I'll put another question. Do you forget things? Do you forget things? And do you remember things? Who is that person who makes you think forget and who makes you remember? Don't say parents. It's Krishna. Krishna mattaha asmriti jnanam apohanam cha. So he gives the remembrance. I always give an example. Suppose if you have a mobile, now mobile is more better than the key. Earlier the people had a key, right? The mobile, and you have left somewhere, and you don't remember. So you'll ask your sister, have you seen my mobile? Then you'll say, the screen saver was Radharas Bihari, or something, you know everything about mobile. But you don't know where is that mobile. And who makes you remember that? That's Krishna. So Krishna is so kind, he is always with us. Therefore it is called Suhrida. Atmeswara Suhrida. He is the best well-wisher of ours. Therefore, we should serve him. The life is meant for serving him. Don't waste your time in trying to be happy. Sukham Andrakyam Daitya Dehinam. Oh my dear friend, son of Daitya, son of demons. Don't waste your time trying to be happy. The happiness and distress. The example is given. Nobody invites distress. Nobody takes the thali and mercy every day. Dukh dard sab ghar aaye jai jagdish hare. Everybody says, Sukh sampatti ghar aaye jai jagdish hare. Everybody wants happiness. Nobody wants distress. But the distress comes without any invitation. Same way happiness will come without invitation. Now, how it comes? Prabhupada in purport, he writes, by our karma. If you do the good karma, you will be happy. If you do bad karma, you will be unhappy. So this life is meant for deciding whether I want to do good karma or bad karma. Good karma means joy, happiness. Bad karma means suffering. Do I want to suffer or enjoy? Now, in this material world, happiness and distress both are temporary. Happiness is also temporary and distress also. Happiness cannot stay forever, so is distress. Like there are always day after night. This world is dvanda. Dvanda mohina bharata. There is dvanda. Happiness, distress, old, young, black, white, rich, poor. The dvanda. So one should not get into this thing but get out. If you want to be happy, then try to get eternal happiness. And that eternal happiness comes by Krishna consciousness. Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Iduttamam Pratakchava Agam Dharmam Susukham Kartum Abhyayam. You get Abhyay Sukh. Eternally you'll be happy by becoming Krishna conscious. This is what Prahlad Maharaj is saying. Don't waste your life in trying to be happy. Happiness will come as distress comes. Just do good thing. And good thing, best thing to do is by becoming Krishna conscious. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.